Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of Pitchside podcast. All the street, like you've been talking and tweeting, asking questions. When is that day coming? That day has finally here. I'm talking about Iqraam Rayners. Iqraam, welcome to Sundowns.
Thank you, KK.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, and you?
You have been in that building already. How does it feel?
It's always good to come to training in the morning.
Okay.
There's a lot of guys that always make you happy. Okay. So there's lots of funny guys also in the team, always making jokes.
Yeah.
Iqraam Kekana, Hlompho Kekana, Onyango.
Oh man.
They always have things to say.
About you?
About me. Not about me alone, but about a lot of players.
Yeah. And how do you find that?
I find it quite funny.
Yeah.
I never experienced it before, but for me it's a good environment. All the players are every day happy.
Yeah.
You will never be sad coming inside to training. So for me it's a good feeling to be here.
Yeah. So how did you find your first day, like your very first day when you come here? Were you nervous? Were you asking yourself so many questions? How is it gonna be when I get there? Were you having those thoughts?
Yeah, I was thinking what I'm gonna do the first day, what I'm gonna have to do like for the players. But my first day, my experience coming to a new team like Mamelodi Sundowns, players was happy to see me. They give me a good welcome, and for me it was a good feeling. So for me personally as a player, I never seen it before, but you can see amongst the players the...
Before we go any further, let's watch this video. I just want you to see this video.
Well, it's taken 8 minutes. Well placed, the one-on-one with the keeper.
Iqraam Rayners.
Rayners, long range. Rayners! Oh, my word! Iqraam Rayners, take him out. For Rayners, number 4. Iqraam Rayners. Surely 5, yes! 5 goals for Iqraam Rayners.
My name is Iqraam Rayners and I'm proud to be yellow.
When you see yourself scoring so many goals, how does it feel?
For me, it's always a good feeling to score so many goals.
Yeah.
It helps the teams also to win games and get maximum points. So I'm always happy to score goals, even if I don't score, if I can help the team in another way.
I've got one question, because when I was still a player, I used to enjoy scoring goals. You know why? Because I never used to score so many goals. You are exposed, you are inside the box every time. And when you score, does it still feel nice?
It's always a good feeling scoring goals. Yeah, for me it's good.
Okay.
It gives you the confidence, so every week you want to try your best and help the team win games. So for me, personally as a player, goals is important for me.
So it doesn't
get the confidence.
So it doesn't. You don't get used to scoring goals. You don't get used to that feeling of saying, "No, I've scored last week. This week, even if I'm not scoring, it's okay."
No, for me, I want to score every week. I want to do my best every week.
I still have one thing that I need to iron out with you. That you scored 5 goals against my former team, not my former team, but my hometown team. And I was not happy with that, but I was happy that finally in South Africa, we've got one player who can score 5 goals. Take me through that feeling. How was that feeling?
For me, it was a good feeling. I asked the players if they can get me to like 3 or more than 3 goals. Like for me personally, that game was a game I will never forget.
Yeah.
But maybe this season I can break the record.
Oh yeah.
So for me, it will be always good, like score more than whatever amount of goals in one game.
So when you scored the first goal, the second goal, did you feel like you can go for more?
Yeah, I feel like I can go for more because Polokwane City was struggling a bit with the speed and stuff like that. So they were open also most of the time because they want to get back in the game. But for me, I said the guys, I want more.
Was
I
that the
need-
conversation?
Yeah, that was the conversation while we were playing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, strikers, they are very different people in the football field. So I always hear that strikers, they are very selfish in front of the box. How true is that?
Yeah, sometimes if you have opportunities to score, you need to take your opportunity
Okay.
because it will help the team. And sometimes when you're not in a good position and you can give for someone else, it will also help the team if someone else scores. So I'll always be happy if I can help or if I can score. For me, it's long as we get the points.
Take me back. Where did it all started? When we were kids, we all wanted to play this game. And we love it so much.
I started first at the Sunday league team, you know, this Kasi football, like
Like
but
anyway,
it
the guy.
was-
Yeah.
yeah, it was mostly on a Sunday.
Okay.
And after that, I went to me and my friend Colin Ryan.
Mhm.
His father used to take us for trials, Old Mutual.
Oh, okay.
I went there. Afterwards, I failed the first one,
Oh, shame.
but I never give up. I went to Santos. I played there since I was 16. I played under 17, 18, under 18, 19. I played Vodacom there.
Mhm.
I moved from there afterwards with Santos got relegated in the first division.
Mhm.
I went to Cape Town City. I was on trial there for 15 days.
Mhm.
They wanted to sign me, but afterward the contract negotiations was not what we agreed on. I left to Stellenbosch. I played my first season there under Coach Steve.
Mhm.
Second season, eventually Stellenbosch, the owners of Stellenbosch, bought the club,
Yeah.
win promotion, and from there I took my game to the next level. Coach Steve was there always to help me.
Yeah.
And when I left Stellenbosch, I went to Supersport for 2 seasons,
Mhm.
and things did not work out well. So Stellenbosch brought me back from Supersport. I went there.
I still wanted to know about that movie because it was shocking.
I was surprised also because
Yeah.
Stan used to like me. He always used to wanted to keep me.
Before you go there, let me ask you one question. When you were at Santos, because you were not a professional yet, you were that. And as NFD, you got there, you played one season. Were you playing with Tara Naranza?
Yes, I was playing. with
Nasif? Nasif Morris
I think Nasif left, but
Left at
I
the
was
time.
training with them. But
at that time.
yeah,
How was the adjustment like from a Sunday league to come to Santos? Because you've played, under 17 and under 19 and you went to the senior team. How was the difference in terms of the professionalism and the training and also the demands of the 3 levels that I've mentioned?
it was a bit hard for me because, you know, as a young boy, the senior players also want to help you get the best out of you
Mm-hmm.
when they see you have potential.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was always like fighting. My fighting spirit was like,
Yeah.
I can do this. I can be better. I can improve every day. So for me, it was a bit difficult, but I was also fighting to be.
And did you have goals when you started? Around maybe say 18, 19 when you start to see that this thing is becoming serious?
Yes, I had goals like I want to play in the top league. Like I want to be a professional.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look after my family. So for me, it was a good experience. I used to take bus to training
Yeah.
like every week. Then I used to get lifts with some players to training. So
There's these 2% or 3 or many people that you'll sing aloud to say, these people, they made me play football. They've been encouraging me since I was nobody till now.
my father and my mother used to support me a lot also in my younger days.
Mm-hmm.
My mother used to travel with me also to
Oh,
training
nice.
and stuff
Oh,
like that.
nice.
She used to take me wherever I need to be.
Uh-huh.
But as I was getting older, I used to do it myself
Yeah, yeah.
because she was there to help me when I was a young boy.
Yeah.
So
And when they realized that you're becoming a professional footballer, what was their advice or message to you?
they used to give me a lot of advice. Still now, even my mother and my father.
Yeah.
Like mostly my father will give me advice, do the right things, focus on your football.
Yeah.
be with the people that's always there for you.
Mm-hmm. And you played a very, very important role at Stellenbosch when you guys got promoted. And I think I was privileged enough to watch the match when you guys lifted the trophy. Take me through the experience of lifting the trophy on that podium, because not many players will tell me about the experience of lifting the trophy, let alone any trophy from a Sunday league all the way to the professional level. How was it?
Yo, my first trophy in the professional, it was amazing for me.
Yeah.
Because Stellenbosch people, they love supporting the team. They will always be behind the team. It was a bit emotional for me because it's my first trophy, like, to get to the PSL. Like, it was a big step
for you guys.
So when we got to PSL, we had a certain target we want to reach. We don't want to fight relegation, or we just want to get over the 30 mark. So after season, we started improving the team.
Yeah.
We were a lot of younger players. So for us as youngsters, like Dino van Rooyen, Ashley Dupreez, there were also players from Idris Valley. They were from Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
So it was a good feeling for all of us.
And what's the motivation was when you guys started that team? Because, of course, when you first play in the season, you gauge in the things. So like, okay, this season, let us finish top 8. And then you eventually won the league. What was the motivation like in that season?
The motivation for Coach Steve was always like, let's get younger players, let's give them experience, let's build them, let's build the setup like to a certain like level.
Yeah.
Some of the younger players that's there, they were like now 17, 18. They're part of the first team setup. So they were always building. When they sell players, there was always someone that can can be promoted to the first team. So it was a good environment, good setup.
Yeah.
Like everything was professional, like
I see.
at a high level. So
Coach Steve is working closely to the development guys. Is that what you're telling me?
yeah, he's working closely to development guys with Coach Van, Coach Wesley.
Yeah.
They will look for players,
Okay.
but they will not look for 25, 26. That's too old. They will look for players from 18, 17.
And
They
those
can
players
play in the reserve league, like to get a contract to the first team.
I see. And the development team sometimes train with the first team?
They always train with the first team. Whatever the first team do.
I see.
Whatever the first team do, like gym in the morning, training, they do the same setup.
Now it makes sense. I'll tell you why. So I've been wanting to ask you one question. This question is very personal. You got to Pretoria with SuperSport. And I thought at that season when you left SuperSport, you were the best assist of the season at that time. What was life like in Matanzanta?
Life was good for me there. I enjoyed the environment, good coaches, technical team, physios, everything was good. Teammates, players from Cape Town. We always had a nice bond. So for me, it was a good feeling playing for a team like SuperSport. Even the history, winning trophies. So every season we had that feeling of winning something.
Yeah.
Or we close to winning a trophy or two.
I see.
But there was always that fighting spirit among the players.
I've realized that you weren't playing as a number 9 there. You played more of a winger, or when you guys play 4-3-3 or wide striker. Did you enjoy the role?
Yeah, I'd enjoy it because the way we want to play and the way the coaches want to play also, you need to adapt to certain things.
Yeah, okay.
So for me, it was good playing on the wing, but I never played like as a number 9.
No, and that's where I want you to play. That's where I want you to play. And I'm asking this because we are coming to a team that has got different personnel, and so many players, they play differently. And I'm sure when you look from outside, you see that, okay, when I see so-and-so playing, I can play better when I so-and-so play. Have you have those pictures in your head?
Yeah, I have certain pictures, like Coach Mangoba also want me to play different roles, and he always tell me what he want from me. So I will do what they ask me to
Yeah.
help the team, obviously. So it's always a good feeling to play with good players. Like
I see.
you can see from the outside, even the level of training, it's like top, like good intensity and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm happy.
So say when you left the Super Sport, everybody was not happy, and there's so many opinions. Others will say, "Oh no, yeah, he didn't enjoy him stay in Pretoria." Someone will be like, "No, the style of play didn't suit him well. That's why he went back to Stellenbosch." Did you think at that particular time that you deserved to stay at SuperSport? Or did you feel like, okay, let me go back to Stellenbosch?
No, for me, I wanted to stay at SuperSport because I had another 2 seasons left on my contract. But with the technical team and whoever wanted to bring in other players, so I had to make space for what they want.
Okay.
So yeah, I was happy when I left the day SuperSport. I was a bit sad, but in my mindset, I need to go to Stellenbosch, work harder, push for getting goals as much as I can my first season. And from there, I will start building my confidence again.
Yeah.
And like people said, I was struggling at SuperSport. I never struggled at SuperSport.
No, not at all. Yeah.
I was just not playing as a number 9, or the coach want me to play as this and that. So for me, you need to adapt to
whatever
position they give you.
So when you got to when you went back to Stellenbosch, when you arrived there, of course you were sad. What was the motivation? Where did you draw the motivation?
Coach Steve always used to believe in me. He knows my ability, and he said to me, all we need, I think that we were fighting relegation still.
I remember, yeah.
I arrived there, I said to him, I'll do my best, I will try my best, I will get as much goals as I can to help the team win games. Our first game, I played against Sippa, I scored the winning goal on the 90th minute. So it was a good win for us also. And
then you felt good, you're like, no, I'm going for the next match.
Yeah, I feel like waiting for the next match to score. The match after that, and I was just continuing scoring week in, week out.
There's this match that gives me the nerves when you guys were playing Sundowns at Donny Craven. And it felt like I'm still playing because there's certain things that I wanted to pass through my teammates and I couldn't because I was watching from TV. Remember the match when you guys played Sundowns and MTN match last season, semi-final? Do you still remember that match?
Last season, yeah.
Yeah. What was the motivation like? Because you felt like you were in control of that match. And for me, I thought you were going to win that match.
We always think we can win against Sundowns. When Stellenbosch play against Sundowns.
Okay, why? Why do you think like that?
Because for us, we have nothing to lose. We go all out to win the game. If we win or lose, we will still be proud of ourselves because
I see.
At least we're trying, because we know Sundowns is a strong team and it's not easy to play against Sundowns.
Okay, so that's the motivation when you go to the change room. We're like, no, we're playing them, but let them feel us.
Yeah,
that's the motivation.
Yes.
I said, did you hear that? I'm sure you heard that. You from Mitchell's Play, where from Limpopo, I just know there's places where when one is coming from, you look at their background, you look at how the background, how they grew up. How was it like to grow up in Mitchell's Play?
For me, it was a good environment, but also not good if you're not disciplined.
Okay.
So when you come from Mitchell's Plain, you need to be disciplined because there goes a lot of stuff on shooting.
Yeah.
You know, they're killing each other, gang fighting. So it's not safe always.
Yeah.
So for me, I just keep discipline, be in the house, stay focused, go to training, come back home, be with the family, do whatever I can do.
And what was the support structure like? Where your uncles, did you have uncles that says, Iqraam, you're not going to this street, you're operating only on this street?
My family used to tell me a lot, don't go there, don't go out, they're shooting, be careful.
Yeah.
But for me, I was always with my brother and my girlfriend, so we used to have a bond on weekends. We used to fry meat or sit at home, relaxing, watching movies.
And your success as a footballer, what does it mean to the people from Mitchell's Play?
Yo, it means a lot because a lot of people ask me advice. How can they give their kids
Yeah.
for what's going on, shooting, gangsterism.
Yeah.
So I always used to tell people, like, tell your kids to stay disciplined, finish school, don't operate with the wrong friends,
Yeah.
don't do the wrong things.
Mhm.
So you need to stay focused all the time,
Yeah.
and you need to check up on your kids also.
Mm-hmm. I've heard over this social media, you know, the streets are talking. There's a rumor about your name. How did you take that rumor?
I was disappointed also because what the guy did going to the social media, like, it was wrong for me because my name, people is thinking this and that, but it's all in the court's hands now. So next week we will have a mediation.
Okay.
Like, we'll sit around the table with my lawyer and the people from court, obviously, and the guy. So next week we'll probably solve the problem, so everything will be good after that.
There you have it. The man has said it. The man has said it from his mouth. And I can say it even better because he's here. So tell me about this, the jersey that you got. Do you have any idea which jersey you're going to take?
I'm going to take number 32 or 31, one of that numbers they're going to give me. But I'm happy to have it, and I just want to do the most to help the team this season, want to score as much as I can, and winning trophies. That's my
Did you
ambition.
choose that jersey yourself, or you just feel like...
No, I
it's got
just
some
asked them what number is available. They said you can take number 32 or 31.
Okay.
So I said, yeah, it's not about the jersey number. I'll take any number you guys give me, so I'll be happy.
And what is the motivation like in this new season with new guys? Like you said, when you get to training, you see the level of training, the quality is high up. What is the motivation like for Iqraam in this season?
For me, this season, the motivation is like to compete week in, week out, to play as much as games as I can. So it's always nice like that to have competition, and all the positions, there's always competition.
That's true.
So, like a team like Sundowns that play a lot of
Games.
so it's going to be a nice season. It's going to be a nice feeling for me, and I'm happy to be a Masandawana.
Did they tell you about the traveling? Champions League?
No, they never said, but I know it's difficult, but you need to have the fighting mentality also.
I tell you now, if there's one thing that you showed over these seasons, I think is your resilience, is the fighting spirit. And I think when you are in the team of this nature, what you can bring first is that, the fighting spirit. And the rest fall into place because you've got quality, you've got talent, you know how to score goals. So I think with that being said, I don't think you're going to struggle in terms of your ability as a player. You just have to give more to this team. And I think when I say give more, I don't talk about you scoring and trying to do much. I just believe that when you work hard, I think the sky is the limit.
Yeah, thank you, Poko.
Yeah, so let's talk about that Polokwane match, because that one I took it to heart. Iqraam, you hurt my feelings big time, that match against Polokwane. 5 goals. Tell me more about these 5 goals, man.
For me, anything is possible.
Yeah.
Like, I used to tell me night before games, I used to have one guy as an analyst by Stellenbosch. He used to send me clips.
Okay.
Like in the evening, he sent me the clips. Just look, this is what you can do. His name is Devon.
Okay.
Then I used to tell him, what do you think about this? Like this movement or that movement? He said, yeah, it will work, but for me, that match, he helped me a lot also by getting all the goals.
Tell me, do you have, when you were at Stellenbosch, of course, or when you have time, do you do extra finishing?
Yeah, we used to do finishing like every training. There's some guys that used to stay behind, like.
Okay.
one guy will serve for us and we'll just place the
Ah.
balls like.
If there's one thing that I know about the boys from Cape Town, is the technique. Do you guys learn that, or do you guys practice that?
No, you need to practice stuff like that because it will help you in the
In
game.
the game, yeah.
Like body position, when defenders is behind you or they want to get the ball. Sometimes you need to score. Like most of the keepers, like a lot of keepers in the league,
Mm-hmm.
don't expect the first time shot you're gonna
No.
take.
Yeah.
Sometimes they
want you to set.
touch and
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
No, I don't like to take sometimes touch and set. When I can take a touch, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But when I see sometimes also keepers don't expect the first time one.
Yeah.
That's how I scored most of my
Okay,
goals.
tell me, but does that the pitches allow you sometimes to take you to score first time?
Not all the pitches, like Stellenbosch
Mm.
pitch was not like in good condition. Even
Okay.
when Sundowns used to play there, it's always difficult.
I thought you guys were doing that deliberately to make it difficult for Sundowns.
Yeah, because we know they're a passing team and they're keeping the ball.
Did you hear the secret, guy? I said this because when I was still a 17-year-old, I turned professional, Iqraam, and my first game we went to Cape Town, from Limpopo all the way to Cape Town, using a multi-start. And we played Ajax, and when we got there, on the warm-up, even when we checked the pitch was dry and nice. And we thought, now, we've got them. Guess what? As we went to the change room, the sprinklers were on. When we got back, my brother, I've never struggled like that in my life. And they realized, okay, these are the games that they play where you have to, be adjustable and know that this pitch, I need to use whatever starts. But we didn't know that then. But, you learn these things as you grow. But when you say this pitch is sometimes, narrow, sometimes you open there.
It depends also what team you play. Like,
Yeah.
most of the teams sometimes when they play Sundowns, so they want to. I think they make this pitch smaller.
Yeah.
Some teams like to play on a big pitch.
But
When certain games also they adjust.
Yeah, but I'm interested in knowing how do you decide to take a first time and how do you decide to control? Is there the weight of the pass or is it you deciding, okay, maybe the defender's here close to me, do I take a touch? Because there's this goal that you scored, was it against Polokwane City, where you dribbled like this and you put it on the left. On TV I was like, oh, no, this is the time. And you dribbled again, you put it on your right. Remember the goal?
I was scanning the defender. I saw him, like I wanted to place the ball. Then I saw him he was going to slide. Then I just took it to my left.
So you have that time in the box?
Yeah, I had time in the box.
Guys, we're different as players. I've never had that time in my box. Every time I enter the box, the number one thing I have to make sure that I hit this thing hard. So when you decide and you dribble, you still dribble, you'll kill me with heart attack, my guy. But that was a good goal. That's why I still remember that goal very well because I was watching that match. So apparently you're staying around Hlompho, around like 2 streets away from here. Did you do that deliberately? Did you know that you're going to join Sundowns soon?
I did not know I'm gonna. I always said to myself, I want to go back to Joburg.
Oh.
I want to play for a bigger team.
I see.
So when I play for Supersport, I bought an apartment here in Kikuyu, 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
So finally,
You're close to training.
I'm close to training.
So if you want
because
to come-
Supersport was also close there, 5 minutes
5
away.
minutes, yeah.
So
Oh, that's nice. So you can easily come if you want to practice or do
Yeah.
extras. You are close to.
yeah,
you're
I'm close
by.
here.
That's nice, man. Welcome and congratulations on your movement. I'm sure they already did that. They shook your hand, they welcomed you. As you said, Dennis did the job and Grant. Oh, I don't know what to say about Grant and Dennis. And you already said the mouthful. But welcome and congratulations on this movement.
Thank you.
Shovika. There you have it, Masandawana. I just want Iqraam to say his name and his surname so that you can know how to pronounce his name, because this season you're going to say this name a lot.
My name is Iqraam Rayners. I'm proud to be yellow.
Masandawana, there you have it. Please support the boys, support the team. They need your support this season.